Hello everybody, this is Robert and Carlene, and what we want to do really quickly for you guys is explain the characteristics of a Ruby distributor. And Ruby, if you don't know, it pays on average about over $80,000 per year in Advocare. So the average Ruby distributor earns $80,000 plus per year. And what that means is, in Advocare terms, in compensation plan terms, is that you're earning $1,000 of override per pay period, and you have at least 3-star legs. Now, it's not important that you know that right now for this training, and if you want to know more about that, you can read your policies and procedures, your compensation plan, and you can certainly call us or your team leader, and we can explain all that. And there are multiple trainings on what that means on your microsite, but also on youtube.com/Advocare video. So, without further ado, Carlene is going to go over the characteristics of a Ruby distributor, and this is going to be an awesome training for you. So, get your journal out and a pen and take notes.
Yes, and you know what? Really, Advocare is meant, no matter what income level you want to be at in Advocare, it's meant to be a part-time business to start with, primarily. Not everyone. In fact, most distributors will never be full-time in Advocare, and that's okay because Advocare can add a lot of value to your life and a lot of extra income. An extra $500 a month can be a great blessing to your family to help you pay off debt and pay off all kinds of debt, student loans, etc., make a car payment, do all kinds of things. So, but if you have decided that $80,000 looks really good to me, I want to be a stay-at-home or work-from-home parent eventually, and we always encourage everybody to kind of work towards that if that's what you want. But $80,000 a year is a great income on a part-time basis. You know, if you think about what other part-time job are you going to get that you could have the possibility of earning $80,000 a month? I mean, a year. You could earn $80,000 a year, a month, yep. But that wouldn't be a Ruby. That would be a little higher level. But $80,000 a year. And the great part about that is you didn't just trade dollars for hours at a part-time basis or part-time job. You are building a residual income that will continue to pay you. So you're putting in these extra hours towards that, and it will just be so worth it to you that you can continue to build on and add to and earn on that part-time basis. So, but it's not, you know, we are a work program. This is not a get-rich-quick business at all. We help people. We change lives. We are, we are Advocare. We stand for a lot. And if you are looking to become that leader that wants to earn $80,000 a month or more, a year, or more, we want to give you the characteristics, and we're going to be real with you on this. It's not for everyone, like we said, but if you're serious and you want to do it, we want to talk to you about what it requires to do that. So now we put the glasses on so that I can see my notes.
We don't.
I'll be quiet.
I have contacts on, so
yeah, right.
I have nothing to say about this.
All right. I want to talk to you. First characteristic is self-confidence. And guys, this doesn't always happen overnight, and getting to a Ruby level it takes different time periods for different people. Some people can get there very quickly, 6 months to a year, we've seen it. Some people it takes longer. It doesn't really matter how long it takes you to get there. It matters that you get there. And you're earning income along the way, and you're learning and being better each day. So the time period is not that important, but you've got to develop self-confidence. And the best way to do this is you watch all the trainings, get yourself to every training, get yourself to Success School. That's a given, actually. If you're going to be a Ruby distributor, going to Success School is not even an option. But have confidence in your product story. And this is going to take saying it over and over and over again. They used to teach it, say it in a mirror. But I'm like, just say it. Say it to strangers when you meet them in line. Say it because it doesn't matter. They might or might not buy, or might or might not you sample them in product. But the more you say it, say the words, say your story, tweak it down, work with your sponsor or your leader or with us. We will help you tweak and refine your product story and your business story. But the better and the more confident you are with your story, the greater chance you have to getting to become a Ruby distributor. Now, confidence in the products, that again, going to trainings, meeting the doctors, understanding what these endorsers, these are $1 million bodies, you know, $1 million bodies putting our products in their bodies. That is not to be taken lightly. You know, so the confidence in our products, getting the Major League soccer sponsorship, you know, or partnership, because they chose Advocare's products to be their number one, their nutrition partner. All of our products, not just Rehydrate, but all of them. You know, Dr. Stanley Dudrick, guys, the inventor of IV feeding, creates our products. You've got to be confident in your story and confident in the products, because when you're confident going into talking to people, they won't even question. They won't even care what you're selling, to be honest. Or talking about. They're going to buy you. So confidence is the number one characteristic for building a Ruby distributorship. Next, willing to make a list, willing to speak to your top 10 people right off the bat. You need to make a list of the people in your life, top 10, that if you had anyone in the world that you'd like to be an advocate on your team, pick your top 10, star them off. They're usually your chicken list. That's what we used to call it. But those people you want to contact. Once you've got your confidence down, actually, you don't even have to wait for your confidence, because your sponsor can help talk to them. But you got to be willing to speak to those people. Willing to say, look, I'm an Advocare distributor. I think you would be great at this. I think you would really love the products. You've got to be willing to talk to those 10 people. And if you are, that boldness and sharing with them, that's going to help you get there, because those people that you know that you're a little afraid of, but you know would be great in this business, those are your leaders that could help you get to that Ruby distributorship. But you've got to be bold enough to talk to them. Now, being disciplined. Wow, this is a business that you design when you work it. Consistent effort every single day. And I'm talking sharing products with people, sharing what Advocare is about with people, retailing product, reaching out, recruiting constantly every day. Even if you're at your job, then, and again, we build Advocare part-time, right? So if you're at your job all day long and you can't talk during the day, then you've got to make that effort after your job gets off, 5 o'clock, that you're going to make the time later in the day. If you work part-time or here and there, a lot of you are training or fitness professionals on our team. If that's you, then you've got to make a time in between and reach out to people that you know are those top 10 in your chicken list. So reaching out to them, retailing, following up. Gosh, you've got to be a master at follow-up. You've got to follow up with people and make sure, help them fall in love with products. Those people will become your wholesale distributors, possibly business builders later on, and will introduce you to people that you don't even realize yet. So follow up, recruit, reach out, like we talked about before. Reach out, recruit, get your have your sponsor help with that. But what I've seen and what Robert and I have seen in all the people that come along and they start out fast and they want to build this business, and we want them to. There's going to be a little bit of inconsistency. They'll work for a month, 6 weeks consistently. Yeah, I'm doing this. Posting on Facebook, going to meetings, doing this, and all of a sudden there'll be a lag. And for whatever, life gets in the way, and we get it. But for whatever reason, they're not as consistent. They may post something on social media that doesn't exactly represent Advocare. And people are watching, guys. People are watching. They want to know that if they get involved with somebody and they're going to be willing, that they're going to make the effort to be part of your business, part of your team, that they're going to have consistency. Nobody wants a wishy-washy person. So you've got to be consistent every day, all the time, and show that. People are watching. Trust me, we've had so many people that come on our team because they watch us consistently, and they know, they've seen our efforts. So being that consistent leader that constantly, daily does the work. Then, fourth and final characteristic is you're an employer mentor. And guys, this is the most misunderstood thing I think probably in Advocare, you know?
I think so too.
About three-way calls. Gosh, it's such a, three-way calls is such a powerful tool. Two-on-one presentation, business, you know, set up a meeting with someone else. But you have got to connect your potential distributor or your prospect with your leaders. And that is not because we don't think you're smart enough or we don't think you get it. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with if you do that, your team will do that. It's duplication. You've got to do things in this business that create duplication because you want your distributors to do the same thing you've done. So you've got to do that, and you want them to introduce you because you're going to bring the third-party credibility. You're going to be able to answer questions. You're going to be able to do that. And they're going to realize, I don't have to know all of this like my sponsor does. You know, if you're trying to do it all alone, then the people you recruit are thinking, I've got to know all that they do. Mm-hmm. I've got to know all the ingredients. I've got to know exactly what, you know, all of the ways to build this business like they do. And if you use your sponsor, use your mentor, use a leader in your upline to introduce them, it takes the pressure off. People realize you learn while you earn here. And I say that time and time again. And until you really understand that concept, gosh, you're just not going to get to Ruby. I don't even know if there's a Ruby leader that doesn't understand that and use that. So we're not trying to tell you anything that's not true. We want you all to succeed. Becoming a Ruby distributor gives you a great financial, some freedom, really helps you pay off great amount of debt and quicker, sooner rather than later. Helps build you towards the next level if that's what you want. But, you know, these just self-confidence, right? Number one characteristic, self-confidence. Develops at different times for different people. But you can expedite the process with a little help. Willing to speak to anyone on your chicken list. Make that list of 10 people, willing to speak to them. Willing to put your sponsor in touch with them. Willing to reach out to your sphere of influence. Being disciplined every single day. Working this business every single day. That's what it takes. It's, again, a work program. It's not a get-rich-quick thing. You work it just, if you've got 30 minutes, work it. If you've got an hour, work it. Use it for follow-up. Use it for contacting people. And then employing your sponsor. That's it. Those 4 characteristics. We want you all, we know that you have it in you. We are not trying to teach you anything that is not absolutely true in this business. There's a proven success system, and we want you to be able to reach your goals. We love you guys. You guys are all champions. Go for it. We see diamonds. We don't see Ruby, but we know that Ruby's a first step, and we want you guys to reach it. Love you.
God bless.